If God put this in front of you, then maybe it was meant for you. So just give me a minute. You got to stop counting yourself out just because your life don't look the way you thought it would be by now. And I'm talking about them times where you're sitting down doing the math in your head like, damn, I was supposed to be at a certain point at this time in my life, at this certain age in my life. You thought that you would have more money saved. You thought that you would have figured out what you really wanted to do in your life. You thought you would be more disciplined by now. You thought you would be more consistent with God by this time. Maybe further along in your marriage, your business, your career, right? Whatever it is. And then you get on your phone and you see somebody your age celebrating something that you've been praying about. Now all of a sudden you start looking at your own life like you behind. But who told you that? Because somebody else being in chapter 12 doesn't mean you're late because you're in your chapter 7. Y'all not reading the same book. And I really want somebody to hear that, because comparison will have you rushing through a season that God might be using to actually develop you. You'll start making decisions because you feel behind instead of making decisions because God is leading you. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says to not grow weary in doing good, because in due season we will reap if we don't give up. Now pay attention to them key words, right? Due season, not somebody else's season, not the timeline that you made for yourself 5 years ago. In due season. So if things have been moving slower than you expected lately, that don't mean that nothing is happening. That prayer that you've been trying to be more consistent with matters. That $50 that you've been putting away every check matters. Getting back in that gym after you disappeared for 3 months matters. Sending that application after you done talked yourself out of it 5 times matters. Getting up today after you told yourself last night that you was tired of starting over, that stuff matters. You gotta stop disrespecting the small progress because it doesn't make a big announcement yet. You don't need your whole life figured out this week. You just need enough faith to take the next step that God is putting in front of you. So wherever you are right now, keep going, keep praying, keep moving, and keep becoming. And stop checking somebody else's timeline to figure out whether God is moving in your life. You're not finished yet, and there's still way too much story left for you to count yourself out.